What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to YouTube. It's your boy, the CP Comic, also known as Jeremy, and today I'm going to give you my predictions for the sporting events. I just want to let you guys know that unfortunately I will not be able to do the recaps because the app that I use doesn't allow me to go back a day, which is quite unfortunate because I feel like they should allow you to do that, but maybe you guys know something that I don't. I am using the ESPN app for all my sports stuff, so maybe you guys have a better idea. I don't know, but let's get started. So first we're going to look at the Cardinals. They're taking out the Cubs right now, and the Cubs have a 2-1 lead over the Cardinals, which is great news for me, because we all know that's my team. So they're in the bottom of the fifth, and the Cubs have a 2-1 lead. So that's good for me. Alright, we also have the Guardians. They are visiting the Blue Jays, and right now the Blue Jays are on top of the Guardians early in that one bottom of the second, 2-0. We have the Angels, and they will be visiting the Giants. Now, here's the thing. Both of these teams are really struggling, so it's a horse apiece in this one. But I will be taking the Giants in this one for the win. Like I said, neither one of these teams are really good, so, it's really a horse apiece at this point. The Angels only have 27 wins. The Giants have 34. So I gotta take the Giants at home in this one. Alright. We have the Marlins, and they will be taking on the Nationals. Once again, we have two teams that are both below 500. So I'm gonna take the Nationals in this game at home. They've been pretty abysmal. I'm not going to lie to you, with only 33 wins, but it's 10 more wins than the Marlins. So, Miami has really struggled this year, so I got to take the Nationals in this one. Next, we have the Phillies and the Orioles, and the Phillies have been red hot, and so have the Orioles, so this is going to be a really good game, but I think I'm going to take the Phillies on the road. Next, we have the Reds and the Brewers. I'm going to take the Brewers at home. I always tell people if the Cubs are not playing the Brewers, I actually like the Brewers being from Wisconsin. But, the Brewers are 40-29 this season, and Cincinnati is one game below 500 at 34-35. So I got to take Milwaukee at home in this one. Next, we have the Tigers, as they will visit the Astros. And here's the thing, guys. Again, both of these teams are really struggling, which surprises me because Houston is usually pretty good, but they come in with only 32 wins on the season. So I gotta take the Tigers on the road in this one, even though they've been struggling respectably as well. So I'm going to take the Tigers on the road in this one. And, maybe Houston will surprise me. But I got to take Detroit. Alright, next we have the Padres. And they will visit the New York Mets. Now, here's the thing, guys. The New York Mets have been struggling for the last couple of years. I don't know what's going on with this franchise, but being that it's a New York franchise, I expected it to be a little better. So I gotta take the Padres in this one, as they're one game above 500. On the road, I will be taking San Diego. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Rays at the Atlanta Braves. Now, again, I spoke about this the other day. The Braves started out really bad. They were not good at all in the beginning of the season. But they've turned it around, and now they're 7 games above 500, and they will be taking on a Rays team that's 4 games below 500. So I gotta take the Braves at home. Next, we have the Yankees on the road against the Red Sox, and I've talked about this rivalry a little bit before, but you know what? I gotta take the Yankees. I mean, they've been playing really well. They're starting to look like the Yankees of the old days that we were used to seeing. So I gotta take the Yankees on the road. Next, we have the Texas Rangers as they will be visiting the Seattle Mariners. And listen, I have to take Seattle in this one. I mean, we got Seattle that is 10 games above 500, and they're facing a Texas team that's 3 games below 500. And, you know, it's hard to argue with taking Seattle in this one. So I'm going to take Seattle. Next, we got the Kansas City Royals, and they will be facing the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I absolutely love the Dodgers. I think they have a great chance to win it all this season, especially with Shohei Ohtani. You know, I really think I got to take the Dodgers in this one. Next, we have the Pirates and the Rockies. And here's the thing. The Rockies have been absolutely abysmal. I mean, the Pirates haven't been that much better, to be honest. I mean, they're 3 games below 500. But, I mean, it's really bad in Colorado. So, I will take the Pirates on the road against the Rockies. Next, we have the White Sox, and they will be facing my Arizona Diamondbacks. And I say my because even though I'm a Cub fan, I live here in Arizona. And you know, here's the thing, the Diamondbacks have kind of disappointed me, especially being the fact that they were in the World Series last year, and I expected them to be much better than a team that's 2 games below 500, but they will be facing a White Sox team that has only 18 wins on the year, so I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that I'm going to take the Diamondbacks in this one. Alright, we're going to go to the NWSL, and we have one final to report in the league today. We have Louisville as they were defeated by New York, New Jersey 2-0. So Louisville gets the win, or Louisville gets the loss in that one, and New York, New Jersey gets the win. Next, we have North Carolina as they will face Orlando, and it's really hard to argue against Orlando in this one as they have taken 4 wins in their last 5 games. So, I mean, they have played really well with 13 points in their last 5 games with 4 wins and 1 draw. So I got to take Orlando in this one. Next, we have Washington, and they will be facing San Diego. And here's the deal, guys. I gotta take Washington in this one. As again, up until recently, they won 4 out of their last 5. They're coming off of a loss. But I mean, if you look at the other 4 games that they played before that, they were wins. So I gotta take Washington in that one. Next, we have Houston, and they will be taking on Angel City, and I'm going to take Angel City in this one. I mean, they haven't been playing particularly well. I mean, they've only had 4 points in their last 5 games, but I'm going to take them on, and hopefully I can prove the people wrong, because I'm pretty sure people will be taking Houston in this one. Alright, we're going to move on to the MLS. First, we have Philadelphia, and they will be taking on Inter Miami, home of the great Messi. And to be honest, I'm going to take Miami in this one, because you look at their last 5. I mean, it's been pretty good. I mean, they have 8 points in their last 5 games, which, granted, isn't the greatest record, but I'm going to take them, and hopefully they can get it done over Philadelphia. Next, we have Orlando, and they will be taking on the red-hot LAFC, and I'm going to take LAFC. I mean, look, they have 15 points in their last 5 games, so I would be kind of crazy not to take them. Next, we have Montreal, and they will be taking on Salt Lake, and I'm going to take Salt Lake in this one, where you look at their schedule, and in the last 5, they have 11 points with 3 wins and 2 draws. So I'm going to take Salt Lake in this one. Next, we have the New York Red Bulls, and they will be taking on Nashville. And this one's going to be tough, because both of these teams have been playing reasonably well. I would not be at all surprised if this turns out to be a draw, and that's what I'm going to say. I think that one's going to come out as a draw. I think both of these teams have been pretty even as of late, so I'm going to say that this game is going to end in a draw. Next, we have San Jose. They will be at Cincinnati, and I'm going to take Cincinnati at home in this one, because they have 12 points in their last 5 games. So I got to take them in this one. Next, we have Seattle, and they will be traveling to Minnesota. And I'm going to take Seattle in this one. Seattle has played reasonably well with 2 wins in their last 5 games. And you can also add 2 draws in that one. So I think they're going to get it done on the road at Minnesota here. So that's going to be a pretty good game to watch as well. Let's move on to the NHL. And we are looking at the Stanley Cup Final. The Florida Panthers take on the Oilers of Edmonton, and Florida has a chance to bring home the cup on the road. The question is, are they going to get it done on the road? I mean, you look at the last 3 games, Florida looks like a well-oiled machine, so I would be hard-pressed to bet against them. I think they bring home the cup to Florida, and I think it's going to be a clean sweep. I will take Florida to get it done on the road. Alright, we're going to move to the USO. First, we got Detroit at Charleston, and I'm going to take Charleston in this one at home. And I think they're going to get it done over Detroit. They have honestly not performed very well. They only have 5 points in their last 5 games, but I think at home they're going to get it done, so I'm going to take Charleston in this one. Next we have Hartford, and they will take on Pittsburgh, and I'm going to take Hartford in this one. Pittsburgh has been absolutely abysmal. Granted, I mean, Hartford hasn't been much better, but I have to take Pittsburgh in this one because I think they are much better than Hartford, so I will take Pittsburgh. Next, we have Indy 11, and they will take on San Antonio, and I don't think it's even going to be close. Indy 11 taking all 15 points in their last 5 games, so I will take Indy 11 in that one. Alright, next we have the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and they will be taking out Louisville. And I'm gonna say this game might actually be a draw. Both of these teams have done reasonably well in their last 5 games. You look at the records, Tampa Bay has 9 points, and Louisville has 11. So I'm gonna say this game ends in a draw, and honestly, I think Louisville would be pretty happy with a draw here because Tampa Bay is always a tough team to play against. So I think that's going to end in a draw. Next, we have the Euro group stage, and that's happening right now. Italy is up 2-1 at halftime versus Albania. I'd say Italy gets it done in the second half. So I will take Italy in this one. We have a couple more finals to go over. Hungary goes down against Switzerland 3-1. Spain gets it done against Croatia with a 3-0 shutout. And that's it for the recaps as well as the predictions for today. I know this was a long video. Usually the sports predictions are going to be relatively long videos because it's a lot to cover, and honestly there's not much I can do about that, so I apologize for the longer video. Typically I don't like to do long videos, but again, when I'm doing predictions like this, I don't really have a choice. So I apologize for that, but if you like this video, please like and subscribe. If you like the video, it really does help out the algorithm. If you want to subscribe, it doesn't cost anything. If you want to support the channel monetarily, you can. But I do not require that. I just ask for your support. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.